Let me
Let's try.
make sure.
Try situating this.
We got a live stream going.
I can check.
Oh my god, look at this. This is amazing.
Perfect.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Okay,
let's see.
so then let's try and
Why is that not? Oh,
It's just
it
it's
should-
a delay.
Okay.
Let's turn it a little so that we can see the
this way?
I'll stand here.
I'm signing. I'm signing here.
Hold on. I'm sorry. It's like a 60-second delay.
Wait, do I want to go further this way? Oh, cool. We get a good view of the chapter too. Wait, do we want the speaker in view? Like that speaker?
No.
I guess we can just turn it, right?
We can move this over. I mean, I guess you don't want it.
Hey,
Like, do it. What if we do it?
Just move this a little further down. Have you over there?
What if we put this on the other side of like the mic, right?
Woo. Oh my god, it's so cool. Okay, so that's not bad. So she's over there. We also get the chapel in the background.
Can we like?
Can do this. We should probably start with. Can I get someone over?
What? Where do I go with this? I could leave it here because I have the social media on my phone right now.
We can sort of take turns holding the laptop.
Honestly, I'm good with just like I would just turn the brightness down.
Okay.
And then leave it here, and then someone can monitor it from their phone. As long as anyone just puts stuff on my laptop.
Okay.
Okay, no one running over, I guess.
Well, I feel like a lot of you have to really be in a place.
Actually, but I have to show. Starting off when
Hi, everybody. Oh my god, this is live. Okay, we're just gonna get started once the chapel bells stop ringing. So, maybe in like a few more minutes. But yeah, we don't want the bells in the background. Lily, I think you're too far for this. You're too far for this. Oh yeah.
I was actually writing about this morning, this chapter I'm co-authoring, but yeah, it just didn't feel, I don't know, it's like everybody's in their own little. It is like my first job was the very beginning. All in Vermont, but I feel like Aiden is working on
I wish I could have taken the class for it. I remember like my semester before exam, it was like we were talking about it. I didn't like it, but there's crazy. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I don't game, I yell at my kids for gaming.
Yeah, so I'm actually doing
Yeah, I know. I actually get with that.
I didn't document the entire experience.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thank you for coming out to our speak out. You can give a huge round of applause. So I'm gonna start off by just introducing our interpreter here. Her name is Becky. And so for anyone who does need interpretation, she's gonna be interpreting everything that the speakers do say. Next thing, I wanted to give a huge just congratulations and just round of applause to our team that helped plan this speak out. It's our curriculum organizing committee from Duke Disability Alliance. So they're just scattered throughout the crowd, and they will be passing out two things. One is our petition flyer, and there's a QR code. So if you haven't signed our petition yet for our minor, then they'll be passing these around, and you can just scan the QR code and sign that. We already have 550 signatures on it, so just help us. Yeah, great. Okay. And then the next thing is our chant sheet. So throughout the speeches, some of our speakers might say say it with me, loud and proud, things like that. And these are some of the chants that they'll be using. So start chanting with us. We got to get loud, get a huge crowd out here. So yeah. So just a huge round of applause for everything, and then we can get started with our speeches. Okay, so I guess I'll start as the first speaker. My name is Simran Prakash, and I am a senior here at Duke. I'm majoring in a program 2, which is called Disability Representation Through Media. And that's just a little bit background about me, and I'm a pre-medical student. So I'll just start off with why I'm so interested in disability studies and why this is such an important part of our education here. So I grew up with hearing loss, and I didn't really know that was an identity here at Duke or out in the world, right? Then I came to Duke and I found this community, Duke Disability Alliance, and they were we have to accept people. They have different identities, and disability is one of those identities. But I didn't know that I had to get educated, or I didn't know that this was something that I could get educated in the first place. So I started, talking around, and I met Dr. Kurichi. So she's over there, right there. Speaker Writing 101. Yeah, so I met her, and she was organizing this Disability in the Disciplines conference, and I started getting involved with that, and I realized with every single professor or speaker that came to it, disability is there in every single realm. You have it in engineering, you have it in the arts, you have it in sciences. So it really doesn't matter what you're going into. If you're going to become a doctor, you need to know how to be accessible. If you're going to become an engineer, how do you create accessible design so that people can get places or that people can use everything? If you're becoming an artist, how are you making something for someone who might be, visually impaired or colorblind, and they have to see things, So disability is there in everything, and we need to start taking that into account. So, I just started like about my ways, and then I was like, I want to study disability studies just like at Duke, right? So I created my program too, and I was the second student to ever do anything related to disability studies here at Duke. The first person was Maddie Fowler. She's also here in the crowd. She's gonna be our speaker. Yeah, so we were just the first two students. I had no one else to go to because no one else knew what disability studies was. So I just really looked up to Dr. Q and to Maddie, and I was like, what do I do? Then I was like, okay, I don't know yet about a curriculum. We only have 2 students here that are interested. But then I realized that it's not just us 2. There's so many people here at Duke that are interested in disability studies. We got a huge program 2 group chat just for people who are interested in disability studies. And the reason why we have to keep doing program 2s is because that curriculum is not offered here at Duke. So we're trying to push for a minor here in disability studies. And so what I feel is, and it's one of the chants, education is a right. This is why we have to fight. So everyone just start chanting that with me. We got to show Duke. Education is a right. This is why we have to fight. Education is a right. This is why we have to fight. So, you can keep chanting that everywhere you go. Go tell everyone that is what we are here for. We're here to educate people on how disability is there in every single realm. We need to show people that people who are disabled, they deserve a voice. And if we don't educate our workforce, we don't educate our students, we don't educate professors, people are not going to know how to make everything accessible. And not only accessible, but inclusive. You see, people who are on wheelchairs, they have to take that ramp right over there. They couldn't just walk up these stairs to get here. Maybe if people who designed Duke knew that, this is something that we have to take into account because they were educated in disability studies, there would be a ramp right here straight to the chapel. It wouldn't be over there. Someone from there doesn't have to go over there to get into that chapel. The chapel ramp is not here. It's far in the back over there. People have to go all the way around to get into the chapel. And so these are just things that, if we start educating students today about then moving forward, life will be so much more easier for people with disabilities. So I really urge you guys to sign that petition to show Duke that we do need people to be educated in disability studies, and not only disability studies, but also the health humanities. And a little bit on that is people like who might have disabilities. The way that education becomes more accessible for them is also through things like media. Someone who might have ADHD or something like that, they might not be able to just focus and read for as long as one of us might, like able-bodied people can, right? So we need to have maybe alternate modes of education for such people, and that's what the health humanities might be able to offer. So sign that petition, show Duke that this is what we need. And yeah, just a round of applause to everyone here who is fighting for that same cause. Thank you. So I'm gonna introduce our next speaker. So our next speaker is Jerome. So Jerome, you can come on up. So Jerome is a sophomore here at Duke who's studying physics, and he's the incoming co-president of Duke Disability Alliance. He was born with cerebral palsy on his left side, and he has competed as a para triathlete in the past. He joined DDA last year after taking a disability studies course and soon became invested in disability advocacy on campus. His current contributions include helping to create a disability-centric LLC, so it's a living learning community, and aiding to inform student groups about the intersection of gender violence and disability. So give a huge round of applause for Jerome, and I'll let him speak.